video cameras built in. So now can everyone say cheese?
Cheese.
All right, there's the picture. Right, so that's the picture. First of all, I would like to say welcome to the official Mula Cake Technology Taste today. I want to say thank you, Anya. Welcome to the official Mula Cake Taste today. All right. So, first of all, I want to introduce my team. There is a lot of our team in our uniforms, but the official part of the technology school is Meta Oracle. As you don't know, our Oracle knows so much, knows everything. He sees it before it happens. He knows so much about cryptocurrency. Yeah, knowledge, over 300 books read, super knowledgeable. Right, Trinity V, as you know, she's a wonderful lady. She's been so kind to you already, I already know that. But let's talk about her talent. She is a tech specialist. So when it comes to hooking up all the tech, when it comes to putting the background, you see, like when you see a clock, what we all see is the way the clock moves. You don't understand there's a mechanism behind that clock. She is the mechanism behind our clock. Yes? Right, and I myself, I'm officially Supreme Baker. I've been upgraded from Dexter to Supreme Baker. I am an NFT specialist, blockchain money, baby. Yeah? Right, so why are you not here today? Because I am very, very excited. I have to go for my notes. It's only a tiny bit of notes because I know everything I want to say, but I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Very, very important piece of presentation right here. And I want everybody to take it in and understand why we are here. It looks very amusing. Games, computers, you know, families, food, that's normal. But for those of you that know, I already run a children's holiday club. So for those of you that would like your children to attend a holiday club, which is free, this is a charity. It is educational, entrepreneurial workshop based. So you get a lot of good stuff. Am I lying? A lot of good stuff there. And we also offer free hot meals a day. So that is our charity arm. Now I want it to be very, very highlighted that our Mula Cake Technology School is slightly different. And it's slightly different because it has, oh yeah? That's okay, we're filming. It's kind of different. It's not kind of different, it's totally different. It is a business. Just like you don't understand that a school is a business. Lots of schools are turned into academies. They're businesses. They sell uniform. They sell education. Their teachers get this much salary. They get funded. They get invested. All these things happen behind the doors, but what we know is we just send our children to school. So now, I am here to really, really inform you that it is time we break the mold. I'm going to give you an example of something, and I want you to shout loud if you disagree. So, in 1955, a car looked a certain way, a car. Now we are in 2022, and a car looks completely different. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. In 1955, a TV was probably this big, and it was black and white, and it had how many channels? I'm not sure. One? Two channels? Yeah? So now we are in a place where we got telly on our phone, and we got satellite, we got 100 channels, and it's totally different. The education system, my people, has not changed. And it is designing our children to fail in a society that is fast growing. And for those of you that don't understand financial economics in terms of when inflation hits, it is the poorer areas and the poorer communities that suffer. It suffers because we have overcrowded classrooms. It suffers because we have uneducated, or maybe not even uneducated, but less educated teachers teaching the children full of different backgrounds, different difficulties. You know, we once say that if you have a giraffe, an elephant, a monkey, and a squirrel in a room, and then say the task is to climb up a tree, then we all know the elephant's not really going to win. But then we turn around and say, well, you're kind of dumb, or you got ADHD, or you got RIP, so you have to be removed from the class. We're no longer standing for this, people. I can easily start from one end and just quickly tell you where the end is, but I'm also going to give you the middle. We start from every Saturday. We slowly move to Saturdays and Sundays. And then we slowly move into 3 to 4 days a week. This will become an official school for your child to attend. What will we teach? We will first start off by teaching family bonding through financial education, technology and gaming. This is what we are growing. We start with that because that's what we are adding on to what our children are supposed to already have, because we send them to school, right? So they're supposed to have English, they're supposed to have maths, they're supposed to have some other stuff. Unfortunately, they've fallen a bit short because of this whole criteria stuff. So we're starting at the top end. We're giving them what's now. What's relevant to what's happening now? What's relevant to what we see every day, not what's set from so far ago. When we move forward and we start to get accredited programs and make our criteria become accredited and become official governing body, however we would like to word it, it's got to become maths, English, business, self-development, financial education, and technology. These 6 subjects. These subjects, I highly believe, would make a happy, successful family. Let me put it that way. In today's society. It maybe not have worked in the past because of how things were set up. It maybe not have worked even a few years ago because of how things were set up. But I wouldn't like to get so deep and get the children bored and explain that we are now in Brexit. We know Brexit's finished. We are now going through this COVID strain. We are now going through inflation. There's so much changes that's going to affect how we live day to day in our homes, with our families, in our jobs, or not in our jobs. So we need to start realizing straightforward questions what hit home. Are we responsible for teaching our children, or are we making society teach our children? Are we responsible for teaching our children, or are we making these school systems that are outdated teach our children? Does your child or children learn from you? Because they learn from what they see, not what they are told. Now we need to start setting bigger and better examples. Now I'm not putting down not 1 inch of a person in here. That's why we're here. We're here to learn, we're here to help each other. We're coming together to build what we all know as it takes a village. That's not talking, this is a village. The way my team work together is relentless. I got goosebumps as I just said it. I'm not joking. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. Miriam, come up here, please. I'm just going to do this quick. Everything's off the top of my head. I've got mine upstairs. You see I don't touch it. Miriam, Harold, come up here, please. Just a quick example of a mother and a son. Yeah? The son looks up to the mother. The mother respects the son. The mother has gained knowledge from this to be able to give to the son, or to be able to have a conversation with the son. The son has now been able to go into his brain to understand what he knows, to be able to have the conversation back to his mother. Now, this is a prime example of mother and son learning financial education and growing and investing together. Can I get a round of applause? I'll pick out some more. Danielle. Yeah, I know you're going to pick. Let's go. I pick out people I see. I can pick out everyone, I'll be honest, because this is the circle that I've been gluing together for a few months, and I know everybody wasn't prepared to where we're going, what's happening, etc. My man, come. One question. Maya, is your mum your role model? Yeah. Okay. Would you like to grow up and be like mummy? Okay. This is what we need to make sure happens. How can you want your, not want you, how can you allow your child to want to be like someone else? You are supposed to be your child's hero, your child's everything. Teach it as much as you can, and you see when you haven't got enough fuel, you need to go around people and get fueled up. And that's where I think we're missing out. We think because we don't know, we leave them to an education. Because we don't know, we leave them to society. It's not good enough because now children are dying, now children are getting into the wrong things, now children are being misled by these same games. How many parents have gone through that stage? Oh, I can't get through to him. He just plays the game all day long. All day long. He don't even come for dinner. He don't even... We know it. It's frustrating. But now we need to understand, how do we change that? And it's by communication. It's by understanding, what are you doing on that game? How about if you had some knowledge that can be able to teach your child about the game, then maybe they would want to listen, because you are showing interest. How many of you actually play games with your child? Not a game, I mean computer. You see what I'm saying? And don't feel bad, because we're not there yet. I can guarantee you in 6 months, everyone's hand's going to be up. It might not seem like it, but everyone's going to play games with their child, because it's going to be financial education and technology education at the same time. This is going to elevate your brain. This is going to put you into a better position in your life. It sounds so weird that your child, that you can give your child, say, £30 to invest in something on Roblox, and then something in Roblox can turn to your child's business, and then it can become a partnership, and then it can pay for things in your house. It just seems unreal. It seems unreal that your child can sit down and play computer all day and be paid to play computer games, because now it's play to earn. What I want everyone to really soak in, sorry, thank you. Can I get a round of applause? Okay. What I want everybody to really soak in is, out with the old, in with the new. Let's start unlearning what we've learned, and let's start relearning what's in front of us. Let's stop being scared. Let's stop being ignorant. Let's stop acting like that's crazy. That's for rich people. That's for nerdy people. That's for people who just know so much. That sounds like Chinese. Everything sounded like Chinese when we first heard it. Just the word dog sounded like Chinese. But we all know it. Every spelling sounded like Chinese. Nintendo's made in China, that's knowledge. How many of us knew that?
Nintendo was actually made in Japan and not in China.
Ooh, you see the knowledge there? That is healthy competition. Yeah? Beautiful. Can we round of applause for them? Because another thing I think we're not realizing is how to make the children feel loved, feel special. That was a simple moment, but we just made them feel special because we made them understand that's knowledge. Because we're scared of the word knowledge, and we think knowledge is like, oh, I've got to read. I say education, you think, oh, school books. Whoa, we've been traumatized from school. We've been traumatized from how our parents have forced us to live how they live. But let's be open. And I really didn't want to say this, but it's obvious. If your child cannot come to you for a certain amount of financial money to get out of a situation, and you can't go to your parent to get out of a situation, that's 3 generations of letdown. And if we don't break that mold, our children are going to have children, and it's going to be an island. We are not playing games when we are saying it's happened. Did you see your grandma? Did you see your dad or your mom? Then now you're in it. So what we've got to see that it's happening and still, but I'm going to now speed up things. The world is speeding up for you. So as much as you want to be oblivious, there's things happening. Let me explain. Every single day there's people in society building and making things to change your life. Change the way you hold your phone. Change how long you're on your phone. Change what you eat. Change what you think you like. You thought you like that. But people have designed things to make a color flash up that makes you think a certain way, and then you have to press the button. But you are not doing anything, not putting anyone, but you're not doing anything to design your own life or to design your children's life. It's in your hands. What I want to explain what the technology school is, it is a family and a business. Because you are not alone. You are not alone. No one knows everything. I know everyone in here didn't know what a digital wallet was. Everyone in here didn't know what cryptocurrency was, and maybe still don't. But everyone in here is willing to learn and help each other. And if you know what our bakery is, which no one here is allowed to leave at the end until you are in the bakery, which is a Discord, is an app. No one knew how to use it. Just like you didn't know how to use WhatsApp, didn't know how to use Facebook, didn't know how to, give me 1 second, Bobby, didn't know how to use Facebook, didn't know how to use Instagram. But you got used to it. You didn't know how to use an Oyster card. But you got used to it. If you want to get used to it, you got used to it. Because you had to get to work. Or you had to get to something. So you get used to Oyster. It's the same thing. Do you have to care for your child? Do you have to care for their future? Do you have to care for where you are? No one in there is expecting to die within the next 20, 30, 40 years, right? God forbid. So therefore, we know we're going to be here. You know you're going to be here, so you're not making no plans on what's changing in society and how you can fit in and how you can be in front. I'm going to take some questions in a second here. Let me go to a little bit of my notes, just 5 seconds. Unless you want to say something, man. Thank you, my brother. Everything nowadays is turning to online. You know, we've seen the banks close down, everything's online with the banks. We're seeing gaming. Kids, I'm not sure if you was here in the beginning, I mean how old you are, but we used to play computers and we used to go to each other's house. I stayed there 6 hours, 8 hours, me and my cousin. And then one of us after the night, well, I gotta go home now. But then the next day I come back to his house, 6 hours again. Now you answer me now for the new generations. If someone came to your house, your cousins, and you are online with 8 of your friends, what would you say to your cousin who's in your room? Go home and that. Go home and that. Where people thought, now we're secluding our children. Now they're not getting friends. They got more friends. People think the opposite. Now everyone, kids on their phone. They're not socializing. They're socializing more, just not in your world. And you're being ignorant not to be in their world. And then they're not being able to get navigated through dangers because you are choosing not to be in there. Now, this environment, what we are now building, is how we are going to change poverty within our community, not a job. Because of the financial education, because of the fun of playing games, because of the love of our children, because of the knowledge of how technology works. So let's get straight to the point now in terms of what everything is. I'll quickly go through it. Decentraland was on this computer. Decentraland is it? Sorry, let's go for some questions with the kids.
The Metaverse.
Of course, it's the Metaverse. Anything else?
What benefits of one of the biggest franchises, Pokemon, actually based on Japanese. It's actually based on Japanese and Chinese mythology, so technically it's from both.
Okay, so he wants to get involved in the healthy competition and show that I know some knowledge too. Go ahead.
Everything started to modernize in the 1980s when 2 men actually founded the World Wide Web in Switzerland.
Wait, sorry, who else knew that?
I don't like
3 people, yeah? 3, 4 people, yeah? Don't act like you really knew it. You don't know it, stand up, yeah? Yeah, that's knowledge. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Knowledge. So what is, women saying, I don't know about the millionaire. I don't know how that works. Well, the kid, just do it. And now it's what we do together, and it's like, well, so what do you spend your money on? So you get your money and do that. No, you can't do that, because you didn't teach him how to spend his money. Because you expected the school to teach him how to spend his money. They don't teach us financial education, how to deal with money, how to deal with debt, how to deal with pressure. They don't teach us that. But we live in this life already and we haven't taught our children. Because we want the education system to. I'm not sure what we're doing. But anyway, moving forward, give me 5 seconds, you got it? Right, going through the games. Decentraland. Decentraland is an online platform in the Web3 space. I won't go into all the technicalities, but Web3 space is the new internet. So we're no longer in Web 2, which is Google, Facebook, Amazon. We are now in Web 3, which is OpenSea, MetaMask, all these other stuff, yeah? Decentraland is an online platform, just like Minecraft, Roblox, these kind of things. The difference is that it's actually based on cryptocurrency, an actual cryptocurrency called Mana. So this game, I've literally got £1,300 invested in this game, in the currency of the game. So when I use this currency and I purchase land, sounds crazy, in a game, the currency goes up and the land value goes up and I actually earn actual finances from the game. So when you learn that half, now I'm not saying to you sit down and be that character and run around the world, make your child run around the world. It's like I do with payroll. I pay for the stuff. Harold runs around in there and finds tennis opening, tennis Australian. And who else?
We found there's two people who made Ethereum. And
The owners of Ethereum.
Ice Cube,
I found
Gallery, he's doing a new
I found the
music session.
Found things. So what we're saying is, in this world, there's other businesses who's in this world, but it will go over your heads because you just think your child's playing a game. That's just an example. So let's go to I don't know, Fortnite. Fortnite, everyone loves Fortnite, right? But no one is explaining to these children what they're doing or what's going on. No one's explaining to them that you've got the game for free, because that's how they get you in. Like Netflix. Netflix was free, you remember? Now it's what, $8.99, $11.99? It's a mad price. Have you stopped it? There you go. But has your wages gone up? But you haven't stopped that, and that's gone up and gone up and gone up. So then your petrol's gone up, your gas has gone up, your food's gone up, your Netflix has gone up, and your wages has gone up. What's that mean? You're going to become poor. It's never. So we need to do something to counteract that.
One share of Decentraland is £2.21.
One share of Decentraland is £2.21. So this ain't a rich man's sport. It's a knowledgeable sport. When you have the knowledge about it, then you can do something about it. Quick example. I just broke it down. I do partner. For anyone who knows what partner is, something that you pay to monthly, and then other people pay to it monthly, and then every month someone takes the money. Yeah? That was a quick example. But what I had an epiphany about the other day was I pay £100 every month to someone to wait for 8 months, or even if I get it in 3 months, because whenever you take your hand, you have to still pay. You can't just take your hand and say, I'm not paying no more. So after 8 months, I get back £700. Now let me show you something what knowledge gives you. I realized if I just took one of that £100, so not every month, just £100, and pull it in any cryptocurrency, what my team has knowledge about. In 8 months' time, don't worry, everyone's gonna get a chance to say stuff. In 8 months' time, and this is nearly guaranteed, it will be more money than my partner money. Let alone if I put the £100 in every month. Oh yeah, in 8 months' time I have a decent amount of money. But this is the knowledge we're missing. This is what they do. This is what the rich do. This is what the wealthy do. Compound interest. They don't work for money. Money works for them 24/7. Their money's working online. Their money's investing, working. They're at home, sipping tea. Get that another day. Fortnite, quickly. The children take the parents' money, which is English money. They put it into the computer. They get back, what's the currency you lot get back? V-Bucks. They get back V-Bucks. And then they go and purchase skins. Yeah? Mommy knows. Yeah? You know that? Yeah, skins. Give me a second. We're with parents right now. No, we're going to give you. Yeah? Like skins. You see that? Skins. You see that? Watch how we turn that round now. So we never understood that what they're doing is using money to buy digital currency to buy a digital currency, which is an NFT. You wouldn't know that because you don't have the knowledge about that. Just like to buy an NFT, you have to have cryptocurrency. To get cryptocurrency, you have to have English money. So you're telling me an adult who uses their money to get cryptocurrency to buy an NFT is doing the exact same formula as a child. But none of you speak to say, well, you know we both do digital currency. What's your one called? V-Bucks. What's my one called? Mana. Rare. How do we change that round? Give me a second. How do we change that round? No, sorry, not a question. I'm going to tell you. This is exactly how we change it round. You see that skin that they're buying? We now design it. And we pull it on there. That's what we teach them to do. That's what happens when they're doing coding and stuff. See it? You see that money that they got off of a game? That's what we made them invest in. Instead of buying the skin, invest in the program or invest in the currency, and then that currency goes up, and then are you with me? Yeah? All right, cool. Let's just move on from Fortnite, Decentraland, coding. No, we're gonna go round and we're gonna come to you like that. Coding is something that's behind a lot of things. Like I said, behind the clock is a mechanism. Coding's behind the remote control. Coding's behind the app. Coding's behind the game. Coding's behind so much stuff, but we think it's not for us. That's why we're always poor. Because everything that actually is the thing, we think it's not for us. That's like crazy stuff. Put your hands up if you do coding. Can you see where the hands are? All at the front. So sorry. I wasn't being bad. Yeah? But the reason why that is because they do it, and it's not even as a put that way. They do it as a low level. And then they don't take it serious because who's teaching it to them is teaching it as a low level. It's just. But when we have the knowledge on what that is you're doing, hold on, what did you say you do? You build a what? A game. So I'll tell you what, you see that game you build? I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it on this platform that I know. And we're gonna sell this game. And that game can get sold as a duplicate, time and time again. Now, that is what you call residual income. That's what you call getting money from putting in work in the beginning. You made a game once, puts it online. Now he carries on going to school, he carries on doing stuff. But that game now is earning the money. He can make 20 games. That's what you'll be doing at the tech school. You'll be making games. You'll be making coins. You'll be making wearables. So on these games, sounds crazy, but on these games, these avatars, everyone know what avatar is? Yeah. These avatars have clothes. Where do you think the clothes come from? But we are always stuck in the consumerism. That's where we are. We're on the left-hand side. We're on this side. Like, right, yeah, they need clothes in it, so we have to buy the clothes. Man. No, buy the clothes. I'm over here now. I'm gonna make the clothes.
Can you say that again?
Yeah?
Because I don't think people really understand.
Say it for the people at the back.
The whole time that people don't understand that we are programmed to be a consumer
We are
society.
programmed. So earlier on I said to you, they do things every single day to design, to program your mind. Every day. It's subliminal, it's so subtle, it's crazy the way the wind moves. That was programmed outside your house. So when you come out, you're like, oh, okay, let me go buy a jacket. Like, oh, you ain't got money. But they moved the wind at that time. You know, it's just that. But that's like silly. But you know, everything that happens on your phone, everything that you touch, things that you see is subliminally programming you to do what they want. This is the counteraction. We are going to program you to do what you want. Because when you are a consumer, you have no, you're a walking zombie. You know, like, oh, I see ice cream, I see trainers, I see, but you don't see extra money, but you just keep seeing it. And then what do you think your children do? They double see it. They're like, I want. Anyway, don't be consumers. When we get to Decentraland, you have to buy stuff. If you haven't learned how to be a content creator, or developer, or a coder, and create stuff. So when anyone else comes, they'll be buying these kids' stuff. Really? Thousands of pounds. I know some parents in there vouch for it because they get it and they understand it. I'm telling you now, it's going to start from Saturday to Saturday and Sunday. It's going to go 4 days a week. This is not a joke. Coding, content creation. Everyone knows about TikTok. Everyone knows about film, YouTube. The new thing is becoming influencer. The new thing is, because this is a new job, influencers are marketing tools for companies. Do you know how much money companies spend on marketing and promotion? That's the reason why a lot of businesses don't make it. I tell a lot of people so many times, you know the reason why my clothing line is successful? Because I've given away more clothes. I've given away more clothes than people have actually sold in their own clothing line. And then you think, yeah, but I mean, how do you make money then? You just give away, right? Okay, let me rephrase it again. And I actually sell more clothes than I give away. So how much clothes do I go through? And that's what you've got to realize, that you've got to spend money to make money. You've got to gain knowledge to be able to level up. You've got to be able to put in to be able to see what's coming out. Promotion, these big businesses spend so much money on promotion. These children are the future. And it's not the future like 5 years. I mean the future tomorrow. It's here right now. I can probably get one of these children £1,000 contract tomorrow. Am I lying? Do you know what I mean? It's real. When you have certain knowledge don't lie, as my business partner says. Knowledge don't lie, you know it or you don't. These children know answers, you lot don't. It's that simple. You go into a room, they ask you, they ask them. They get the job. It's that simple. Now, through the understanding of business, poverty, family, I understand how to bond it. Because I've got living proofs why my son respects me, 17. Why we're doing NFT business together. It's not a coincidence. He worked at the kids club from he was what? 12. Because he has to see how things work. He has to see how to come. The Herald's the same. Like, anyway, I feel like I'm going on a bit. That, all the great stuff. Let's actually just finish with the rest, how the tech works, how it works. So it's who he was, it's what we're doing, why we're doing it. I can do one more second, why we're doing it, and now it's how it works. It's not fully structured yet, but I'm giving you an overstanding of how it's going to kind of work. So it's going to be, hypothetically speaking, a daily charge every Saturday, which we've already said, doing a daily charge is going to cause a confusion because every week you need to know your numbers. We don't want to do it. It's going to run like a school. It's a term. So you pay for a term. You will pay for a term. Why are you paying for a term? You are paying because you are invested in your child. Your child is going to come here, your child is going to learn things that you don't. Then your child's going to come home, your child's going to teach you. But let me show you where it gets so amazing. Even that game there, can you all see that light blue game? In-home banking game. That's a family, yeah? 5 people at the front there. That's a family who've created that board game. It's a board game that teaches you how to create your own family bank in your house. Like, hold on, he's my son. He's invested in my course. Now I have to do something that's going to invest in his thing. And then he has to do something. So really, we kept the money in-house. I owe him 20% on top. He owes me 5% on the next thing. And in-home banking. We don't need people. Anyway, the last bit. So you're paying to invest in your child, where it gets beautiful. We, as an organization, as a business, as a school, are going out to find investors. And they're not finding them. I've already got some. There's no joking. I'm talking. Go there? Okay, cool. So, I met someone the other day who's worth £100 million. I've never even spoken to someone at first who was worth £1 million until last year. Now I speak to millionaires all the time. Now I spoke to someone the other day who's worth £100 million. I'm thinking, I can't even say that number. Can we say that number? 100 million? You know what I mean? So, and you know, we get speaking and we think, what do you do with your money? How do you make your money? How is it? What I realize is when you get to a certain level of money, you run out of ideas on what to do with your money. Then you run out of ideas of how to hide your taxes or how to invest in stuff. Because you are so detached from these young people, you would never know how to invest in the community. It's because you're so rich and you just deal with hedge funds and people like that. Now, we are connected to these kind of people. These type of people need something to say, I'm doing for charity. They need something to offload taxes. They need something to say for their soul, I am helping community. So now, your child can win a scholarship. What does that look like? After the first 6 weeks, which you've made payments and your child's come, we are going to identify, I don't know the number, 3, 5, 10 children who would win the scholarship. That means you no longer pay. That means your child gets physical cash, like in a bank behind his head. Every time he comes to school, he wants to buy a little bit of land. He wants to buy a bigger paintbrush to use on a virtual reality app. He wants to upgrade the app. His structure on how he spends that money in his investment to learn his tools to give him more returns, which will be which will be monitored by obviously the school, and how it all glues together. How it works is the investor will put money in, the children will use the money, then before the children finish their scholarship, they will be putting all what they've earned throughout the scholarship into an NFT. This NFT comes with a smart contract. The smart contract states that the child, the club, and the investor gets a certain amount of money. We make people make money, we make families bond together and we make families become financially free. That's most of the scholarship. There's a lot more intricates, but I feel like we want to have fun for the rest of the day. I want to speak to a lot of you, and the kids want to say some stuff, and I want to take some questions. Does everyone feel good?
Yeah.
Feel good? Alright, please, go for it.
So, normally a month takes 4 weeks,
Yeah.
and if you spend £10 for each Saturday, Saturday, so 4 times 10, so 40, and then times that by 12, so that's a whole year, and this is how much you will spend, £520.
What I want you to understand is this, is when he's speaking from a place of no worry. He's speaking from a place of, he feels secure. He doesn't feel like anyone's going to judge him, doesn't feel anything. But what he's speaking is finance. What he's speaking is budget. But we overlook that. Yeah. We need to get in tune with the conversations we're having with our children. We need to get involved with, it's not the game. It's the knowledge of the game and how it works. Why is it like that? So how are they making money? So how do we get involved? And there's thousands and thousands of ways, and that's why I'm so happy to go forward.
My mom always says, why do I play Fortnite? Silly game. And she's always asking me, why do I ask her for V-Bucks? But when you buy V-Bucks, when you buy skins, recently someone bought the first pristine edition of Super Mario 64 for 120 grand. So if you were to get a lot of skins in around 20 to 25 years, that would be worth hundreds and thousands of pounds.
I think a lot sooner than that as well. Even you to understand that is good, but he's just talking about something that parents would have to get involved in the conversation to understand how long you keep stuff for. Even the things we have on the table in terms of collectibles, you keep them for 2 to 3 years. Lego has appreciated more than gold in the last 11 years. Take that in.
I'm not sure if the screen is pretty clear, but just to touch on what Dexter said about how we're going to have our setup once a week.
Yes, please jump in there. As long as it's not clear, just read it up and say some stuff.
So what I'm going to show you here is for 4 days for kids coding, which is Minecraft and Roblox.
Okay, this is another club, yes?
This is another club. So this is in West London. For 4 days, 10 till 4. They give you an offer. It's £485, or early is £385. So with the offer that with everything that you've seen here, forget about the money. Look at the value. Look at the value. If you had £400 to spend, we'll spend it. If you had £400 to invest, you would think about it. So we've got to think about our children and who are we getting to teach them, who is their peers, and what are they learning. So like Dexter said, we've got some teachers in school. They're teaching about business, they're teaching all this stuff. They never opened a business in their life. They actually probably have no recollection of their name in Company's House. They have none of that. But they're teaching our children. And then our children are going to go out, and who knows what's going to happen. They're going to be great, they're not going to be great. Will they use their degree? Will they use their qualifications in what they have? So already we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every single child that's sitting on this mat here has something to bring, something to offer. And they've done that fearlessly. They're not scared, they're happy, they can't sit still, they want to play games, they're talking to everybody. That means they're happy, they're safe, they're okay. So looking at the spending and investing, are you spending time with your child, or are you investing your time with your child? Are you bonding? What are you bonding over? Are you bonding because they leave their dirty clothes on the floor and you keep shouting at them and they like that, so they keep doing it, and you don't like that, you annoyed and you can't not say nothing, so you keep telling them, that's trauma bonding. As opposed to intentional, this is the task, you need help, I'm going to help you do it. We have frustration, but we have problem solving skills, we have communication skills. We're going to do that together. We're going to bond. Not through trauma, we're going to bond. I'm going to invest, you're going to invest. It's all invaluable. You can't put a price on that. When we lose people, oh, I wish I did this, oh, I wish I did that, oh, forget about that, O's. Like you said, stop being scared, stop being ignorant, all of that's gone. Corona has shown everybody, even you children, how well you've come out from being at home, being your parents. Some things not nice at home, sometimes some things is good at home, but you still come through with your parents. You come out on the other side, 2 years nearly inside your house, no school, no friends, but you made it through. So whatever you want to do, you can do that. And that's what the corona has really showed you. The ETH rising, the corona rising, you're inside, you rise up now. This is your opportunity. We are providing you tech schools, providing you kids clubs. You don't have to worry about you going to what your kids are on the roadside, you don't know who the child might not. You just see spring, you see Meta, you see me, you see your parents, you see your friends, you see. So now to feel, get the knowledge, activate. Yeah, that's it.
And to add to that as well, in terms of if you're not there, it's fine. And you know, Miriam, I have to call you out because Miriam wasn't there. And I don't feel like Miriam's got somewhere. I feel like she's got there. So I know our teaching works. I know patience works. I know, you know, from seeing how Harold's growing up, it works. Role models, like, I'm not just his role model no more. I'm not his role model. Now Trinity's role model. He got 3 new role models. That's the same with your children. They're not listening to you because my child don't listen to me. But he watches his timeline all the time. I'm cool with that. Because I know what knowledge he's putting on his timeline. So I'm cool, my son getting that knowledge. That's the circle of a village. If you can't provide, you don't have it, it's cool, just put them around the village. They will get that same juice. Yeah? Last question, and then I want some questions. Can I ask one question to the parents? If you had to make a decision from what you've just heard, and I know it sounds funny, but from what you just heard, and now you've got a decision to send your kids to tech school for 4 days a week or to normal school for 4 days a week, what would be your choice?
Tech school.
Yes, say that. You know what I mean?
Tech school.
This ain't a convincing thing. I just want to know, yeah. You know what I mean? I want to know what, because what we're building, the more you learn about our language, what we talk in the Web3 space, you will hear a thing called decentralized. Decentralized means transparent. Decentralized means no one's in control, everyone's in control. So this tech school can be changed anytime from what you tell me. We don't want to pay that. We don't want it in that area. We don't want to use those computers. We would like to do this. We would like it 6 days. We want it 3 days. This school, and I say school even though I want to change the name, school, the word school, education, these words, reading, they've traumatized us. So we want to call it something else. Fun, happy day, whatever you want to call it. But that day, these weeks, we want to know what you prefer. We really, really, so even like I'm more than sure our surveys at the end, we've got surveys for the day. Yeah or no? Maybe not? Okay, no problem. The survey will get sent to your emails. And I would like you to take a little bit of time to give me 2 answers. So you know there'll be normal tick boxes, but 2 answers in terms of what you want and what you don't want in this textbook. Because I'm guarantee you what you want and what you don't want will be in it or won't be in it. Because this school cannot get built without it. I'm going to leave it there. Because we want to have some fun. Quickly.
Since it says cryptocurrency made in America, it's worth a lot. And Bitcoin is worth like $120 in America. And Dogecoin is about 200.
Okay. Good knowledge, good knowledge. Whether he's got the sums right or wrong, he shouldn't know the word Bitcoin or Dogecoin. See it? In society where we live, he shouldn't know that. He should know what the word Bitcoin is or Dogecoin. But in our village, yeah, we're gonna know everything. Last one, quickly.
We don't just, this is a question brother said, we don't just have Bitcoin and Dogecoin as our currencies. We can have our own currencies. Yes.
We can have textbook currency.
Yeah, if you're
Did you hear that?
If
We
you're
can have
rich
textbook
enough,
currency.
if
We put on our coin, we can have our textbook currency. This is what I need. If you don't say, listen, we don't want to pay with pounds, we don't want to pay with Bitcoin, can't make a currency, and we all invest in that currency, then it becomes a currency, gets shared out between us, and when you pay for something in the textbook, you use that currency. When we're invested in these things, the money comes back, we turn that into the textbook currency, and then it gets dished out to you lot through text. That's enough. I need one little bit from you, then I need to say something as well before we finish. Yeah?
I want to do a quick quiz for the giveaway.
Give a giveaway, yeah?
Yeah.
Two giveaways, we're giving away.
Sorry, that young guy has been putting his hand up a lot.
Yeah? Talk me a little one.
So I heard that when you buy like your crypto, is it true that you should wait like around a year because you can get up to around 48%
Like-
money?
You lot are buying crypto and want to sell 2 weeks' time. Parents, no patience, no knowledge. The kid just told you buy Bitcoin, hold it for a year, and you'll make pure money. This is beautiful, man, beautiful. So you do the quiz at the end. Meta, let them hear your voice, let them hear your knowledge.
Hello, everybody.
Stuff, man.
You know what? I just went around talking to everyone personally. That's my mentor right there. Put your hand up. He's the one I look up to because I don't know coding. I've found my weakness where his strength is. But he teaches me. So he told me he would like to work with that young man there. So I went around and he said he's the best one there. So from his view, then I went to talk to the young man and I have to give my flowers to his mom. And I have to get the whole history why we got him there and what the connection they're having two together. A good connection. That's what our point is. Get parents and the child talking. So other than that, I think I've spoken to a lot of you, and we want everyone to learn what crypto is. The games you're investing in, that is crypto. Same as in lifestyle. That's where we're gonna go in the future. Our future is our competition, so we need to be there. That's what I'm saying.
Beautiful, you said, man. Lastly, don't worry, we'll come back. Lastly, let's get into the rest of the day. We're supposed to finish at 4, we're going to finish at 5. This means I'm leading into my time. I've got a masterclass at 7. I know what I have to pack up, I know that, but I've got super trust in my team to pack up in an hour and a half. And I really want to spend some time with you lot. I know we've still got to eat, the kids have still got to play, and we need to interact. So we'll finish at 5. If you've already ordered your food, because this is again what we're trying to do, we're trying to get this to be like no cash and that, yeah? You scan when you come in, QR code there, QR code on the wall, QR code with just technology, you know what I mean? But we're getting there. So if you have scanned and pre-ordered, your food will be already boxed up and ready to, looks like Anya couldn't wait, but yeah, she's there. Yeah, it's already done. Once that's finished, within 10 minutes or whatever, then again, if you are ordering, please use the app and then sit with your order and then pay your night and then go and get your food as well. And then everyone, if there was some kind of road tour or anything at the moment, everyone get back to stations and start having some fun. Ariel?
Get back.